Yo, it's your boy Straight Boss OV8 from Straight Smoke Gaming, and we are looking at another video. And this is a video of our weekly series we do every week with Yay or Nay. And if you're new to our channel, the Yay or Nay video is where we look at a vehicle that is on sale for the week, and we go ahead and give it a rough breakdown of whether this car is worth the sale price or not. We look at its offense, if it's weaponized, its defense, if it has armor, and whether it is good for grinders or not. So this week there wasn't a whole lot of vehicles on sale. There wasn't much to choose from. There was the Tyrant, that's a supercar, that's on sale. Also is another supercar on sale is the Zentorno, and that's only $290,000. I wanted to pick that for the yay or nay, but you're gonna know that that's already a yay from us. This vehicle made our top 5 vehicles for under $1 million, so we are here at this channel, we are high on the Zentorno, and that is a great price. We highly recommend you get that car. Any supercar for the price of $290,000 that can compete and hold its own against supercars that are over $2 million, yeah, that is a bargain for sure. Now on Warstock, the 2 vehicles on sale on this website were the Hydra, and I could have did that, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, and here is the Ardent. This vehicle I don't know much about, so I just know that it is absolutely hideous. It is $1.1 million. I've never bought this vehicle. I've never had a desire to purchase this vehicle. It is on sale for a rather pretty big discount. It's under $500,000 and it's over $1 million, so I think it's a 60% discount this week. This is a vehicle that comes with machine guns, so it is technically weaponized. Everyone kind of knows how good the machine guns are. If you're not, you're going to find out later on in this clip how good the machine guns are. So we go ahead and buy it, and we're going to mod this thing up and test it out and see. I just know going in that right off the bat this was a nay for me. This car is going to have to impress me in order to get from a nay to a yay, because I just don't see the benefits of this car much at all. Here we are. I did mod this in my mobile operations center, but then I did take it to Los Santos Customs to make sure that I got everything there. I changed the front bumper. I forgot to change that, but this car is fully modded. Anytime we test a vehicle, it has to be fully modded. Best engine, best brakes, turbo, all that stuff. That's all going to be on there. Wanted to make sure you put the spoiler on to add the traction. Although, as you can see, this car does have really good traction anyhow. When you add the spoiler in, it gets even better. So always put a spoiler on if that's an option. Even if you don't like high spoilers, some cars have those real low spoilers that almost don't even look like they're on the car, and it'll help the traction. But here's me leaving my bunker. I wanted to test this out after it was fully modded, and this car was starting to grow on me a little bit here. I was impressed with how it handled. I'm an average driver at best, so me driving, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. But if I think a car handles decent, then I know it must handle decent for a good driver. So I was a little bit impressed here. Got a little bit too much speed for its own good. when we get back on the road. But for the most part, I was impressed with how this car was handling on leaving my bunker, going up here. I set a checkpoint up here where I was going to be making some turns. There, a sharp turn. Had to slow down for that one, obviously. I believe this turn I tried to take with a little more speed, just see how it handled. Just a little bit of a fishtail there, but yeah, not bad. Overall, I was impressed with how this car handled right off the bat. I did run a race against another car that I think is very similar to this car that I bought a long time ago, that is 1.6 million. And that is the Ubermacht Revolter, and that is a sports car that you can have machine guns installed in it if you weaponize that car in your mobile operations center or your Avenger. We ran a race around the prison with that car, and the Ardent beat this Ubermacht Revolter. It beat it both times. First time I spun out because the traction on this Revolter is not that good. So the Ardent did beat me twice. The second race was close. The Ardent passed me at the very end. So it won. The Ardent won both races. Here we're doing straightaway speed test. Off the bat, the Revolter beats the Ardent in the speed test. Going in a straight line on a flat surface, obviously, no turns involved. And I wanted to try it again. This time I'm giving the Ardent a 2-second lead, and I wanted to see how fast the Revolter would catch up to it. There's the lead, and I was kind of shocked at how fast this. Both these vehicles have the acceleration maxed out. So, and I believe the Ardent actually has a slightly better top speed. So I was a little bit shocked at how fast I gained on the Ardent. So I'm a little bit critical of that. When I was driving before, I thought the Ardent was pretty quick, but that was a little bit down. Here we're testing the machine guns. Both of these cars have machine guns. For some reason, the Revolter's machine guns blew up the same exact car that the Ardent was shooting at first, and I was a little bit shocked by that. I thought it'd be a little bit closer to be the same time. Now, you don't need to go to Los Santos Customs to put the machine guns on this Ardent. When you buy it, the machine guns are there, so you don't need to put them on. Here's bulletproof test. Here, I shoot into the window. There is no bulletproof. There is no bulletproof there, as I think you could look at just by looking at the car. I mean, obviously, you're going to be able to shoot through the windows. And just for good measure, we knew this was only going to take one. And in fact, that's all it took. Now, we didn't do the Revolter because this video is really not about the Revolter. But it's a good comparison for it, because they are both cars that have machine guns. There you see the modded stats of the Revolter, and here back to the Ardent. The Ardent beats the Revolter on the traction and the braking. This car doesn't stop on a dime, but pretty damn close. So for a car that has machine guns, the offense is there. I recommend this car for low levels. If you're below a level 30, maybe even a 35, if you don't have a weaponized vehicle yet, absolutely buy this car. It handles well. I like the braking and the traction. So the offense is there for low levels. If you're a high level, no, don't buy this car. You're not going to get the use out of it. But for beginners or low levels, absolutely buy this car. The defense is not there just because it's not armored or anything. And for a grinder's capability, yeah, you could use this to grind. I mean, it's got machine guns that could take out NPCs and missions and whatnot. You got to get practice at lining that up, though. But yeah, like I said, this car, the Ardent off Warstock, this started out as an A because the car's ugly. All it has is machine guns. I tried to make it as pretty as possible to my liking anyway. I still think it's hideous, but in the end, this is a weaponized vehicle for a little over $400,000. That's the sale price. So, in the end, it's going to be a yay. I'm giving it an A, and I'm kind of shocked by it, but it's getting a yay because it has machine guns. It's under $500,000. It's cheap, but the car handles well. I mean, this car has balls. It handles extremely well. The traction's good for what it doesn't have in the speed and whatnot, and it's still quick, but for what it doesn't have in the speed and the acceleration, the quick acceleration, it makes up for by having the traction and braking. So this week, the Ardent, it is a yay, and I recommend it for low levels or beginners. This is your very first weaponized vehicle. This is a good deal. So this week, the Ardent is a yay for a slim margin. We'll have more videos coming up on Sunday this week. Thanks for watching.